Hey folks, welcome back to Ace Attorney. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Guess I am. I'll come back later. No, come back. Oh. You can stay? Hey, what is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. I take it Lana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give you this. Wait, she asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Evidence law. Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. You could at least study some evidence law, really! The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. A message? She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book. Him? Oh, so does she support us in doing that? I guess I'll have to give this book a thorough read. Okay. Doesn't look like that book will do any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're wrong, detective. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat? Despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. The real trial today hasn't begun yet. Yeah, I had a feeling. What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she unwittingly caused a man's death, and now you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal. You're missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. What? And we're gonna expose him. No matter what it takes. This case has hurt so many people. It's time to bring it to an end. And that's what we'll do. Yeah, I have a feeling that, again, I expressed this before, but I know this is going to take a while, and I also know that shit's going to go down, so I might have to do, maybe 2 or 3 really, really long episodes. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but I'm excited and I'm determined to finish this.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
The Inquiry Committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes, well...
Yeah, he seems to be taking it pretty well.
Normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But, this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have,
struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses?
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and...
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
A solution?
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses.
What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing.
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts this prosecution's proposal.
Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. Oh, shit. Okay, so I have to make a choice now. Shit, okay. The defense calls... The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer. Oh, so we're doing that? We're just gonna get down to it, okay. Alright. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything?
As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck would have it, he should still be here in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. That is true. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. All right, bailiff. Please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Oh, this should be good. Yeah, hi again. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
What is this, some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch.
Your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
Your name and occupation!
So, you want to play hardball, eh? Please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name's Damon Gant. I'm acting chief of police.
Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests you to hear your testimony.
Oh, righto. What's with the grim face?
First, let's clear up this S9 incident.
Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor?
Oh, stop that.
Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already.
There are still some things unaccounted for.
Oh, like what?
Like the role you played in all of this. Yeah, don't play dumb with me.
Son, you're either very brave or very foolish. You are aware of course that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Are you threatening me? What the hell? Weapons?
Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify.
Well, that's bullshit. Let's change that, maybe. What? Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks.
Don't worry. I'm not here to hinder your trial.
I mean, this is a joke, right? I mean, obviously there is a problem with this entire system. Come on.
Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of my time, don't say I didn't warn you. Very well. The witness may begin his testimony.
Okay. Let's figure this out.
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently she'd already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
Wait, that's it? Oh no, oh. Damn it.
Is that when Dark was arrested? Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious.
So we really are going with that, huh?
When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head. I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut.
I don't think so. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast. Okay. So I think there is something I wanted to check. Okay, maybe we should press this. How can you know that?
Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved.
So that means... you found the body near Lana's desk.
That's right. I think you said it earlier. It was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor.
Yes.
Anyway...
Oh, that's it, okay, so nothing there. Okay, well you did have something to do with it, because... No, wait, actually, no, fuck this, right? Because you literally had 2 things in your safe. And... okay, we haven't really figured out what the handprint is, but at least the jar, right? Yeah, final fragment found in Chief Gant's safe. Clearly you did have something to do with it. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up.
Explain yourself.
Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example.
That's the blue badger you showed us earlier.
Okay, yeah, A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier... yeah, that's right, was actually found inside your desk. Almost forgot about that.
It was found where?
You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Aha! Here's the defense attorney who may even rival Worthy.
So you admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery.
Who, me? Or do you mean you?
Me? Why would I have anything to do with that?
Well...
you were- aw, you bastard.
You were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto?
Thank you, Edgeworth. However, Gumshoe was present during the investigation.
Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment.
How dare you? Leave him alone. What? If Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence. Please give your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence you found in your office. And their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together.
Okay, so we got him good. Alright. What's next?
Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Really?
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I'm the chief of police, right? There will be consequences.
Yeah, there sure will be. Oh.
Indeed, I believe I will press charges so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting till tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Haji. In return, though... I know. That place, right?
What? Well, okay, well, what is this now? What the hell? Okay, I guess we'll return to that later. Let's figure this out. Okay, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. I mean, okay. Because, like, I feel like it might be the handprint, right? Like, the handprint does show that the fingerprints were old, I guess? And also they had Emma's prints on it. I don't know. Okay, well this feels like an obvious thing to press, right? Because, yeah, it would help you out, like this is all in your office, so it would make sense. Wait, hold on. Okay, really, Chief Gant. At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all of this.
Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. Yeah, that is true also. His position changed after this case. The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive.
Oh, that's a good one.
Huh?
Do you really think I'm that incompetent?
Oh, what do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little.
Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway.
Ah, damn.
Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Aha.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I, clearly. There. It's out in the open now. Udgy, would you mind if I change my testimony a little?
Oh shit, really?
By all means, please do.
Okay, wait. What's this now? Okay, I want to press this, because what the hell does this mean? Nothing in it for you?
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you better think again.
You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Oh, that's a good one, Worthy.
Huh. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, he would he have helped someone out? I mean, if there was something in it for him, I feel like. Because why do I feel like there's... Okay, hold on. True, you might not help anyone out for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Yeah, if this person was going to give you something in return. Yeah.
Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief. as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
Well, that's not quite it. Yeah.
Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
I mean, there's only one person. 'Cause, like, who else, right? I mean, he wants to pin the blame on her and on Emma too, but, like, I'm sure they were working together. I mean, maybe not with good intentions. I'm sure she probably offered him something in return. There was probably some price she had to pay, right?
Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye, or the defendant.
I believe it's quite obvious in the light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would have also had a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But how would he profit from all of this?
He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets?
Okay.
Oh, wait! You must mean puppet as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind.
Okay. Glad you're still with us. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive, to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her.
Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something.
What?
Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing?
Well, no, she's scared. Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant.
I'm afraid without any proof this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Unless that is also what happened in this incident.
This incident? Which one would that be?
Of course I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Yeah, I know someone forced her to do this, obviously.
Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
See, the fact that you're being so stubborn about this means that we're getting somewhere. Come on.
Just what do you mean?
What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? What? Order! Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious.
Huh?
This is an affront to the highest-ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder. That's, impossible.
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edwards said, in easier-to-understand language. It's too late, Mr. Wright. What? There's no turning back for us now. Oh, we're in this together. Oh. Looks like he's the one who decided to go through with this.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer in the law, is involved in this murder?
Good question.
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man.
The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I love having him on our team.
I see. Alright then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got. It better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Goodman.
Oh shit, Oh shit, okay, well there's a lot we can do, right? Because there's the Prosecutor's Award, which he had the sword removed from it because it was probably involved in this murder, right? But we don't really know that for sure yet. Like, that wasn't completely confirmed, I don't think. I feel like it's probably the ID record because that's his ID number, the 7s, right? Oh my god, yeah, wait, it's not even confirmed on the document yet, but we already know this because of the safe. So we should be presenting this, I think.
This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the murder. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. The 7s.
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number.
It's your number.
What? How do you know that?
The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code.
7 digits? You don't mean...
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777777. The same as the remaining ID card number on this list. Chief Gant? Oh shit! You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime! Ha! Gotcha now, bitch!
Order! Order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations.
And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the— what? Maximum extent of the law. What? Hey!
But right now, this court demands an explanation from you
about the use of this ID card.
Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. What about it? I'm Chief of Police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room.
Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he?
Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days.
You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant. I'm afraid you just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Goodman.
What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt.
No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met with the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence.
Okay, wait. Let's think about this for a second. I think it's the lost item report. Because he didn't have his card with him. Can only be submitted to the Chief of Police. Guys. I mean, that's gotta be it, right? Because he would have had to know. Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. So, Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police.
Yet you were in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it.
He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day.
He needed to?
Yes, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh.
Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room.
I accompanied him.
There's no other way the murderer and Goodman could have entered the room. Yeah, no other ID cards on there, right?
Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. That I, Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman.
Exactly.
But wait, the Chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes, now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
No. You said you didn't see him that day. Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Goodman, it would have been found on his body. True! Oh my god! Oh, is he okay? What the hell? What was that?
Chief Gant, you didn't.
Their murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Goodman's body, of course. You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. Oh no. How did he manage to move it there?
I was at the police department the entire day, you know.
And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. Haha, I don't think so.
Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was a useless clue just taking up space. Wait. No, oh my god, yeah! I know what it is!
How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. No, I know what it is. Useless clue taking up space? Come on. It's this. Because Edgeworth was at the ceremony, right? And Gant said to bring this to the prosecutor's office. This, useless fucking thing, right? So by that time, the body was already in the trunk, wasn't it? He transported the body without even knowing it, didn't he? This is how he moved Goodman's body.
What's that, a screwdriver? But what does that have to do with this case?
Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is a screwdriver doing here? It's here because... No. He knows. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office. But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to. You mean The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Yes. Unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? And here all this time I was wondering why that case had anything to do with this. Why we weren't talking about AI-16 or whatever. Yeah, because it's not relevant. There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye.
Order! Order! What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations?
Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took of the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please say something.
I believe your time's up.
My time's up. Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get it going if we're going to make it in time for the early bird special.
But the cross-examination isn't finished yet.
Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Don't start with that again. Weapons.
Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now.
And isn't that suspicious to literally anyone in this room? Come on. Yeah.
What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
So you're going to just run away after all this?
Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed all Goodman, that's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well,
You think I had thought to dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
Huh.
I'll say it again, Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Goodman and made Sky dispose of his body.
Do I have any concrete proof? What if I don't? I feel like this is one of those trick questions, right? Because we did everything we could. I mean, we presented the jar and the screwdriver and the ID card record and the missing evidence list. Like, what else do we have? I think we have to say no. Because all of this has been theory so far. It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
Huh, see, Aji? In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Righto. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Aji, I leave the rest to you.
Damn, wait, so he's just gone? Wasn't that fucking great?
I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This, is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency.
What? Oh, thank God. Lady Luck, huh? Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial, yeah. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. That's right, because she refuses. Yeah. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
Huh. Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling the witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth mean, yeah, she's given us basically nothing so far, so... This is it. It's truth time.
The defendant, Miss Lana Skye.
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 on February 21st. Her task? To dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will now take a final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in
What? Wait. Hold on.
Huh?
Oh, what the hell? Okay, what now? What? Okay.
Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lana.
He's talking a lot. Great.
I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences.
Okay, you're just gonna, threaten her in front of everyone? Come on. That's not suspicious at all, man. Really?
That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
Ugh.
Of course, you never support such an outrageous claim anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet.
Huh.
Okay. If there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
Oh, he just had to come up with that last bit, didn't he? Okay, well, here we are. What now? Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
That chief. He's something else, eh, pals?
Huh, gumshoe.
I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. I've already decided where to work now.
Well, where are you going?
At your office!
Oh, yay! Oh my god, my dreams are coming true. Didn't I just say I would love to have him around all the time? Hell yeah.
Wait, my office? Sure. I'll take the place that top-knotted girl used to work with.
Could he mean... Maya? I mean, as much as I miss Maya, I wouldn't mind having him around all the time.
Still, looks like, well, we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, Wright.
Remember what the judge said.
But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Risks? What do I mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. Wait, you mean he forfeits his rights to say anything, too? Wait, what? Oh, well, hi, it's good to see you again. Emma, are you okay?
Yeah. When I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow... relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah. Now I finally know what happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. That's why she became so cold.
It was all my fault. No. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Chief Gant be able to fool everyone else with his forgery. But he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see. Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final act. Yeah, I'll say.
Emma, why don't you wait here? No. I'm going with you.
Are you sure?
I want to be there. When Lana tells the truth.
Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. I guess you're right. Wow. So it really is the end, then. Okay. Well, seeing as we have a save point here, maybe this is a good place to stop. Especially since this is, like, a bit of a longer episode. And, something tells me that we're going to conclude all of this maybe in the next episode. We could be reaching the very end right now, so that's so exciting and so terrifying. And I'm just really glad that I've been able to share this on my channel with all of you, so... Anyway, we'll wrap this up next time, so... Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.